Hey y'all, Victoria Armonie here. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm using my Burt's Bees Micellar Cleansing Water. This helps take off any oil or dirt off the skin before we start with the makeup. Now I'm going to take some translucent powder and apply it to the brows to help prep. And then I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown to help outline the brows for our powder. Now using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade 53H Deep Honey, I'm going to use that to conceal the eyebrows. And the brush that I'm using is the Sigma E15 Flat Definer Brush. And now I'm just making sure that everything is nice and blended and seamless before we apply our shadows. I'm using the YALL Flawless Concealer Brush. Now going in with my Morphe 3502 palette, I'm going to use a Sigma Tapered Blending Brush, the E35, to just use a light brown in the crease as a transition shade. And now taking that same brush, I'm going to go in with just a warmer brown shade, just for definition. Now here I am adding a darker brown in the outer corner for definition, and then I'm going to take just a regular clean brush just to make sure that everything's nice and blended. Now going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer and the Sigma Concealer F75 brush, I'm going to go ahead and cut the crease. Now using the same brush that I was using in the very beginning and not adding any extra product, I'm just going to help blend out the edges of the primer. Now going in with the Nudes by Juvia's Place palette, I'm taking the two shimmer shades that are on the top row. These palettes don't have names for the shadows, but I'm just using the shimmer shades and just pressing it right onto the primer. And I'm using a Morphe M124 brush to do this small detailing. Now time for eyeliner. I am using the Inglot number 77 gel liner and using the Sigma small eyeliner brush. This is the E10, just to do a wing. And then we're going to go in with the Ben Nye glitter glue and then using the J. La Rue glitter and Flirt just for some extra pizzazz. Now here, I know you can barely see what I'm doing, but I am using a mascara to prep the lashes for falsies. I'm using the Clinique High Impact Mascara on a disposable wand. And then I'm gonna apply some lashes and some glue, and then the eyes will be complete. I am using a little bit more eyeliner here just to help conceal the lash band and make sure that it looks really nice and natural. Now going in with another Inglot gel liner and the number 76, I'm going to use this on the waterline just to make sure the eyes look nice and big and give it a little pop. Now moving on to the face, I am going in with the Embryolisse Late Cream Concentrate as a hydrator. And then I'm going to go in with a primer. I'm using the Becca Backlight Priming Filter as a primer. This is going to help her glow from within. Now time for foundation. I am using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the shade R540. And using a Real Techniques Instapop cheek brush, I'm going to use this to blend out the foundation to give it a flawless finish. Now going in with the same shade of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I'm going to use my Sigma F65 Large Concealer Brush to apply that under the eyes, on the bridge of the nose, the forehead, above the lip, the chin, all those areas that you want to highlight. And then I'm going to take a Real Techniques setting brush just to help blend out everything. This gives you a flawless finish. I do go in with a beauty blender just to help, but here's the finished product and it looks really, really good. Going in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, I'm going to take another setting brush and just do some patting motions underneath. No baking, just set it. Now going in with my Sasha Pro Powder palette, I am going to go in with the shade Perfect Bronze just to set the rest of the face. It gives it a nice, beautiful finish. Now going in with my Juvia's Place the Saharan Blush Palette Volume 1, I am using two shades. I'm using Zane and Toby mixed together to give me a nice perfect peach shade. Now for bronzer and or contour, I am going in with just a darker shade in the Sasha palette. I'm using the shade Perfect Copper. I'm going to use the same one for the nose contour as well. And check out how I do this nose contour. It's like perfect. And now for my favorite part, the glow. I am using MAC's Oh Darling highlighter first, and I'm gonna mix it with one of the shades, I believe it was Zara, out of the Juvia's Place palette as well. And now for my other favorite part, lips. I am going to go in with the MAC Chestnut Lip Pencil to give my client a slight ombre effect on the lips. And for lipstick, I am mixing two MAC shades. I'm using the shade Fresh Brew and Half and Half. And my camera does die shortly after this, but I do have a finished product at the end that I recorded with my phone. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. And if you like how this look came together, or if you want me to do more model looks, definitely leave me a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, of course. And yeah, thank you so much for your support, and I'll see y'all guys in the next one. Bye.